And the longer this goes on, the longer it's better for Harlequins. But Lottie Clapp is going to do something about her. She slices through the middle. And it's the Saracens captain who gets their second try and does turn that.
It's a really exciting opportunity for me, for the club, but particularly for me, working with some players that I worked with when they were, from 12, 13 years old, and then some of the established players who I worked with in my first involvement in the club. So yeah, the talent, the potential that this group has, it's really exciting. It's something that I'm raring to get started with. Really, it's going to be a very good year, I think.
We saw that potential last season with a fantastic campaign. Obviously winning the championship. Are you looking forward to, I guess, inheriting some of those players and building upon maybe that success from last season?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, undoubtedly looking back at last year, it was an unbelievable success. The first year of the Tyrrells 15s, and the side going on and beating Quins in the final, and a great campaign throughout the season. I mean, yeah, the ability to take on that group of the talented individuals, but also I think there's that potential to build on that success. And in all honesty, we're going to have to do that, because if we don't, then we won't have the same successes that we had last year. We need to improve, because every other side in the league will be improving, and that's probably one of the attractive things about this group, is that there's an immense amount of talent, but I think there's even more potential, and I think we can really get our teeth into how we want to play, maximising the opportunities that we have, and really pushing on and unlocking and unleashing the potential of this group. So yeah, roll on the season.
So obviously, previously being at the RFU, you must have learned quite a bit there, and you feel like you're well prepped for this new challenge. Oh, massively.
My time at the RFU was extremely lucky to work with some outstanding coaches. Obviously, get an understanding of all the players in the pathway, whether it be the ones who are the world-class players on the international stage or the youngsters coming through. Having the ability to work, learn, share ideas, understand what it is England are looking for has shaped me as a coach. It's certainly improved me, and I feel that this is an opportunity for me to kind of show what I've learned, but also show what I can bring to the game at a club level, and also how that will impact those players as they strive for further international honours. So yeah, I thank everyone at the RFU for their support and the opportunities it afforded me, and now hopefully I can thank them by producing even more England players and team players that go on and win World Cups for us.
You mentioned coming in at club level. Over the last 3 years, you've seen an awful lot of growth. To come in at club level now, how excited you to see the growth of the game, and how much do you want to push that growth of the game?
Yeah, I mean, when I left the club game 3-4 years ago to where it is now, it's a different beast. The support that the players have, rightly the support the players have, the opportunities, the exposure, the media kind of presence that's around the game has just allowed the game to be shared with a bigger population, a bigger interest group, which has just mean that the momentum's continually building, and I think that from now on, I think that'll be the case. It'll keep getting better, it'll keep getting more exposure, in turn more funding, and that the sport will be kind of rightfully up there as a mantle that's celebrated as it's unique as itself, but also like up there with the exposure that women's hockey has got recently, with obviously the medals, etc., and the recent Home World Cup. So it's going to put it there right as a pantheon, as one of the top sports in the country, and I think it's a real exciting time to be involved in rugby in general. Yeah.
With seemingly Saracens and Harlequins at the forefront of this, seeing the clubs working together with the men's and women's side to be one club, how important do you feel that is for all clubs to push that side, the fact it's all unified?
Yeah, I think to be honest, for clubs to really fulfil the potential of the players that are here, they need to be integrated fully. So the support, the infrastructure is there to allow these players to kick on. It is an immense benefit, and it is again something that attracted me to the role, is that it's no longer Saracens almost in association with Saracens. It's one club with all the departments working together to maximise the success on the field of both the men and women's teams, but also maximise the success of the club. And I think that is going to be the model that all clubs will be looking to kind of strive towards, to make sure that they can be successful and they can maximise this unique opportunity. Because I think if we get it right now, it will pay massive dividends in the future. And I think Saracens, along with some of the clubs, are at the forefront of that, not just pushing the game on a kind of a national level, but if we look at the things that are happening in France, we're now on a par with those clubs, and I think that given the strength of the bonds and the conversations that are going on within the club, I think we'll see ourselves become world leading, and that's ultimately what Saracens is. It is a world leading club, so we need to make sure that the women's side of the game is also up there, setting the standards internationally.